Have Forsen, please watch this video about speedrunning. It features Minecraft and some other way to doing stuff.
The tool-assisted speedrun and superplay community is one of the most fascinating communities in all of speedrunning. By using emulator tools, they are able to create gameplay not feasible to be performed by humans. A lot of hard work and dedication is required for most of these high-level tasks, sometimes even requiring a team of individuals and collective research from all corners of the internet. Most of you are probably used to watching tasks of your favorite games to see what the theoretical limits are, whether the categories be any percent, 100%, or anything in between. But my personal favorites are the ones where the task authors think outside of the box and create unique and creative goals for solely entertainment purposes. On the website task videos, these often appear under the play around tag, or there are submissions that are created to get rejected on purpose and usually appear on April Fools. Additionally, there are even more that include a speed entertainment trade-off and will sacrifice speed in certain areas to make a more entertaining task overall. I'll include links to these pages in the description, but in today's video, I'd like to share some of the more entertaining ones I've stumbled across. I hope you all enjoy. Super Mario World, a game that is so glitch heavy that it's possible to be beaten in only 41 seconds. So it should be no surprise to anyone watching that the next task I talk about doesn't use any complex glitches at all, yet is still probably one of the more intricate tasks on this list. This task is titled Super Mario World Repeated Input, and the main objective of it is to beat the 11 exit warp route in Super Mario World while using the same inputs on each level. Conceptually, this task is pretty easy to understand, but very convoluted to execute since the levels are all structured so differently. So to explain this task, I want to talk about the main obstacles the task author, Master June, ran into while creating this route.
What?
The levels all start together in the overworld, so it only requires an A press to sync up each level at the same time. The only exception is Star World 3, which starts on a warp star instead of the actual level, so a right input is included to move it over. This is because the starting positions are wherever Mario ends up after beating the previous level. The first big obstacle in Master June's way was Star World 3. This is the only level which you don't start out by moving right.
Use the same
you instead have to hop on a cloud
levels.
and move to the top of the level to get the key for the exit.
Oh my god.
Doing this detour all while avoiding the Ghost Circle and Donut Secret House and the large pits in Yoshi's Island 3
not
is
all
a nightmare.
levels, right?
Once Star World 3 is cleared, Mario
possible.
then needs to collect a feather in
Can't
Donut
be.
Plains 1. The cape you get with a feather is useful for its ability to descend slowly, making it possible to desync jumps from levels that aren't using the cape. The spin attack with the cape is also useful in the water levels, allowing Mario to attack any enemies that would otherwise need to be avoided. Going back to the run, if we look at Yoshi's Island 3, Master June chooses to take the underground route to avoid falling down the pits. Moving our focus to the Bowser boss fight, after getting 2 hits on the boss,
this is
Mario
so
then needs
next
to go left
level.
for a while in Donut Secret House in order to progress. To do this,
This
Master
is
June
absolutely
preserves
next
momentum in
level,
the
if
air
I
in
understand
Donut Secret
exactly
House
what he's
to move
actually
left,
doing.
all while not moving in the other levels. This is done by pressing jump on the same frame Mario touches the ground to not lose any speed. If you look at the input display, you can see that left is barely inputted for the duration Mario is moving left, other than in levels that require them. After the P-switch in Donut Secret House is activated,
I don't fucking get it. He's not moving the same in all of the thingies.
Other than in levels that require them. After the P-switch in Donut Secret House is activated, it's onto one of the trickiest sections, Star World 4.
Oh,
this
wait.
level has a lot of spots for the player
Maybe
to
it
fall.
is.
In order to manage some of the other levels while not falling off in Star World 4, Master June goes in and out of the pipes to abuse their transition times. Once Mario has reached a safe spot in this level, it's time to catch up in some of the other levels that are falling a bit behind, which are Iggy's Castle and Front Door, because they both contain nets that prevented movement earlier on. Next, while avoiding falling in Yoshi's Island 3 and Star World 4, Mario finally reaches the auto-scroller in Iggy's Castle, and progress can be made in the other levels. At this point, some of the levels are starting to reach the end, but Master June can't beat them yet, since he has to clear them all at the same time. This means he has to stall for time in some levels, all while trying to complete the others. After the second Bowser phase is finished, Iggy needs to be defeated in his castle. This level is completed earlier than the other levels due to the long cutscene that occurs after finishing it.
Bro, how long did
Master
this
June
fucking
uses this
take
cutscene
to
time
do?
in the wait between the Bowser phases to catch up in Star World 2.
It's fucking crazy.
You'll notice Mario turning left and right rapidly every frame, and this is used to preserve momentum while moving in the water levels, while not moving on the ground levels. It's also used to dodge the flames in the Bowser fight and the ghosts in the Big Boo boss fight.
God, dude.
Once Star World 2 is caught up and the final Bowser phase is reached, Master June starts heading towards the goalpost in Yoshi's Island 2, 3, and 4, while also flying up to the keyhole in Donut Plains 1. While dodging Bowser, Mario lands the last hit on Big Boo. Master June then positions all of the Marios near their keyholes. Then he finishes the Bowser fight with the last 2 hits and enters all of the keyholes at the same time. Lastly, he moves Mario in front of the door while advancing through the title screen, and this completes the entire loop. There's a bit more to this task than what I explained, but at least I was able to go over the most interesting parts. If you want to learn even more, you should read through Master June's notes on task videos. This was Master June's 11th year of creating unique tasks for April Fool's Day, and I can't wait to see what he comes up with again next year.
I'm watching 5 minutes though. Oh, sorry.
If you want to make a successful video on YouTube, you need to have 2 keywords. Minecraft, but. Type this into YouTube and there are hundreds of videos with millions of views. Minecraft, but every enchant level is 1 million. Minecraft, but everything is 10 times bigger. You get the point. However, one of the most interesting challenge runs I've ever seen is to beat the game without left click. This means we can't attack or break anything. So how is something like this even possible? Well, this was performed by a talented tasker named Circuit, and they completed this challenge in version 1.12.2 on set seed with glitches. Everything seen in real time is extremely quick, so I'll be slowing down the video at parts to explain what's going on.
You can't find a completed
The run starts out by running to a small cave in the desert where the creeper and enderman spawned in. Since we cannot use left click, we'll have to obtain the ender pearls by other means of killing, the fastest being explosive damage. What's tricky is that the creeper can only do enough damage to kill the enderman if they're on top of the same block. Otherwise their hitboxes would repel each other and stop that from happening.
Oh, it's a full eye portal,
and since endermen only have a 50% chance of dropping one, a ground duplication glitch is performed, which is done by hitting escape to save the world, hitting Alt F4, and then reloading the world.
Oh no, you right clicked.
I'll point out that all loads are cut out from the run, including saving and quitting and Alt F4ing. The spot of the explosion also gives us sand and flint, which will be used in a bit. Next we'll need a bow to kill blazes, but the only way to get a bow from the skeleton is to be responsible for the kill. To do this, we'll throw a pearl at it, registering as us hurting.
Right click.
The second creeper will blow up the skeleton, and there's the bow.
Right click.
The next thing is to throw a pearl towards the village that's nearby, but then set the render distance really small so that the pearl unloads. This is so we can multitask by getting additional sand by having a third creeper blow up this area, and then set the render distance to how we had it originally to teleport when we're ready. Now we go to the blacksmith and use a chest dupe technique to get a large amount of obsidian and sand. The way items are clicked in the chest is by shift right clicking, which has the same effect as shift left click. We then build the nether portal, craft flint and steel, smelt the sand into glass, and in we go. In the nether we need to kill 1 blaze and 1 gas, and then we're out. We build an additional portal, and this spot allows us to spawn inside the stronghold. This chest allows us to dupe a bunch of pearls, blaze rods, and glass. Now we need a crafting table. So we head to the library and have a creeper blow up the shelf we're standing on so we can get planks. Wood is obtained here since luring a creeper to the village would take too long. From here we go to the portal room and craft the end crystal, which will be used to skip the ender dragon fight. Placing it as fast as possible once spawned in the end will cause the ender dragon to deload and the end portal to be active. Then after chucking a few pearls to the portal, we complete Minecraft with no left click in 1 minute and 52 seconds.
What? Can you do that? Can you do that in the version? Oh, it's an old version. Okay. Alright. That's yeah. I thought the Mario one was way more impressive though, I must say.